everywhere, but I went to Vegas and got into the world of entertainment. I had to step on my comfort zone, but I stayed in contact with John, and I did what I did in Vegas. Like middle of 2015, I started acting.
Okay.
But it was the fact that I got connected through certain people on certain gigs to where it was entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I left and got in the mix of just being out there. It got to the point to where my name was everywhere. I didn't realize it until the fact that my name got out there in the business.
Wow.
You know, it's just like I was listening. Almost every gig, I was everywhere. It got to the point to where I got on set. They call your name. People recognize me and said that my name is everywhere. It's my energy was insane. I was everywhere. I was even a barbershop talk. One kid that I started acting with, I was asking him, "How did you find me?" He said, "I was in a barbershop asking who I need to talk to for talent." He said, "Somebody said Nick Payne." And then I
Mm.
found out it was the security guard that I worked with Fright Dome years before.
All
So
right.
the word was out.
Wow.
Everybody that I knew, actors, casting directors, were so cool with me. I was going from one job to another. I was everywhere.
Mhm.
I may have missed a lot of stuff, but I was called for X work, those things. My name was everywhere.
Wow. Uh-oh. Wow. Wow.
You know,
Wow.
I put myself on the map because I wanted it.
All right.
I took every bus. I was everywhere. I was on set. Like I said, my first real movie. I mean, I did a little extra work, but my first real movie was Jason Bourne, Metro Police.
Mm.
Worked for 3 days. I worked 3 days on that.
Wow. Did you get any sleep when doing the movies or any movie acting that you did?
Huh?
Did you get any rest while you had those I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up again. Did you have any like resting in between your acting, or did you just went straight through?
No, I mean I kept busy, but I also was a brand ambassador. I did brand ambassador for Amazon. I did everything, so I kept busy between doing brand ambassador work and acting. So between the brand ambassador and acting, I was everywhere. It got to the point that everybody that I knew, everybody from makeup artists, PAs, actors, I'd be somewhere like having lunch on set. Like there wasn't a day that wasn't on set.
Mm. So when you acting and everything, did you have to do starting
Huh?
with a monologue, or did you just went straight through?
Do what now?
I said when you was acting, did you have to do a monologue first, or you just went straight
You
acting?
know what? There were a little bit stuff like that. Most of that I didn't get, but the fact of the matter is because of my look, I was getting everywhere. I had my agents calling me and giving me work because I was always there for them.
Hmm. Wow.
It's like literally the whole Las Vegas acting community knew who I was,
Wow. So did you ever been to
but
what is the birth?
I didn't realize it until I found out that I was on Google.
You didn't realize until you was on Google?
I didn't realize it until like an ex I was dating. She called me and said I was on Google. I said what? But it took me months to find out. It takes you 5 years to get on Google, but what I did was everywhere.
Mm. Wow. I never knew that.
And see, this the point. See, here's your interview right here. You doing it right now.
Yes, yes, I am.
Listen, you doing your interview before 5 o'clock. This is your interview right here.
Yes, it
This
is.
right here.
Yes, it is. And I also wanted to
If
ask
you
you, since we getting
the
started
what?
already, um, did you have to pay for like any commercials, or did you have to pay to be inside these movies?
No.
Okay.
Listen, I started out with one picture, not even a headshot. I had no headshots, no nothing. One picture that an ex took it got me and Jason Bourne. The main person, Julie Goldman of Goldman Associates, she got my picture. She emailed me. She said, your picture knocked their socks off. We want you to be Metro Police for 3 hours. I mean, she just blowing up my phone. I woke up to like 2 missed phone calls, one from her and one from Mike Jones' assistant. I mean, she was constantly, she told me, she said, listen, Nick, she said, you are my #1 star because I can rely on you. It got to the point to where Julie was calling me, texting me, giving me work when it was coming up. Because of her, I got Jason Bourne, and then her partner, David Anthony. It went from, I did Jason Bourne. After that, I did Kickbox Retaliation, met Mike Tyson.
Mm.
Julie gave me two. She said, I'm going to give you 2 SAG vouchers on the strength. Because I got 2 SAG vouchers because of her, and then my third one I got from David Anthony. So I'm SAG eligible. They gave it to me.
Mm.
It went from Kickbox Retaliation, and then the next one was All Eyes on Me, Pac's movie.
Wow. Wow.
So I was everywhere because of Julie, David, Mike Jones. Those main directors, I was everywhere. It was points where they were emailing me and asking me to bring in talent because they can rely on me. I was talking to them personally every day. That's what I'm saying. When I get back to Vegas, once I tap in, the whole acting community knows what I did. I put myself on the map in Vegas. I didn't realize it. I was everywhere.
Mm.
It was to the point to where I was on set and we were going to get this one talent out the trailer. So she steps out the trailer. She gets in the truck. When she barely sits down, she turns around and goes, Nick Payne? I go, yeah. I said, do I know you? She said, no. She said, you are everywhere. Now, for someone who never seen me before, gets in the trunk, she closed the door, she turned around, looked like it's to the point to where my name, my face, she said, you are everywhere. She said, everything in Las Vegas, your name is everywhere.
Wow. Wow.
And my friend Jamarco Jones, he said, listen, man, he said, your energy is bananas. He said, listen, man, you need to, he said, you need to basically just open up your eyes and recognize you are everywhere.
Mm.
But see, I didn't see that. It's like I was blind. I had to step on my comfort zone to go through everything. Literally, I would get on a bus and I would get downtown in Vegas, and like every movie set that possibly can be, every little entertaining thing, I was there. It got to the point to where one of my friends made a joke. We were doing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He stands up, looks at the crowd. He goes, well, we could get started because Nick is here. And he looks at me. I said, dude, everybody turned their head. It's for the fact that he knew I was able, because we started out together in the film Mafia in 2015. And from there, he knew I was the main dude. It's from where my name and my look was like everywhere.
Mm. That's awesome. But let me ask you this here. So, what is your best advice to give to someone who wants to get into acting, who wants to be a film writer, and who wants to become this here big time director? What's the quality should they have?
Well, you know what? Everybody has something to give back. I just say, if you want it, go for it. Like I said, you have to step out your comfort zone to do that. I had to do that to go from mid 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 to where I turned around and took my company, which I started a long time ago in Pasadena. Once my best friend passed away, we built something nice. Once he passed away, I just took that for entertainment, because him and I danced on Soul Train. He danced on Soul Train, but I started dancing on Soul Train. My first movie was Child's Play 2. I did modeling. I made music videos. It's fact to where I took something nice for entertainment because he was everything I wasn't. So now I'm turning myself from actor, still actor, but producer, directing my own stuff. My first reality TV show, I'm doing it back home. I'm from Pasadena. I've been gone almost like 30 some years almost.
Mm.
That's why
Now,
John was like, listen, dude. John came to Vegas and said, listen, man, you need to come home. You've been gone too long. That meant It's time to come on. Because he called me. He said, the pandemic has tore LA up. I said, oh, my dude. He said, you need to come home.
Mm.
And then we're driving back. He said, listen, man. He said, you're famous because you rock with me and Chu for 30 years. And I went to the memorial, Reggie, and then Alan was like, listen, Alan was telling all the friends, she said, listen, Nick rocked with Chu for 30-some years. All the fellas knew I was there for them. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
And
He said,
then,
listen, man, the whole hood saw you on TV. I had friends of mine come up to me, told me I seen him in the movies and game shows. And man, my whole city saw me on TV, even on Facebook Live. One of my friends was on Facebook Live just talking about everybody from Pasadena, what they done. He looks into his camera. He said, yeah, Nick Payne, man, we see you. Now, we went to opposite schools, but we graduated the same year in 88. That meant my whole city saw what I was doing. So I represent, just like Troop. Troop was first. Those 5 members came first. I came right then, so it was 6 of us. But I left did entertainment. Plus, John told me how to write my first song. I know music, DJ, but it was because of the fellas. Learning from them in the studio, being around them, I took it and flipped it, became entertainment.
mm. Wow. Mm.
That's why I know when you tell John that you interview me, John's just gonna roll over Don Al. He's gonna be like, "Oh my dude."
Wow.
So
Um,
you got yourself a boner. Just give me. Just I'm telling you, once he sees it, Alan see they gonna just laugh.
yes, yes, yes. And I wanted to say this here. When you said spoke about Soul Train, I was gonna be the next
Do I
question.
now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you very well. I was gonna
Okay.
say since you had spoke about it, and I did Google you and see who you were. And when you say you danced to Soul Train, that was gonna be my next question. What was it like to dance on the Soul Train with the front of
You
Donkey
know what?
Music?
My friend that passed away, Dennis Wayne Austin Jr. He danced on Soul Chain first. He got me on there, and then my friend Monique, AJ. It's because of them I started dancing. But Monique was the one that got me on stage. So I was dancing with her. She said, Nick, you can dance. I was like, no. But she talked me into dancing. So the coordinator looked at me and said, okay. So they put me on stage. So I was on stage, but I danced on Soul Train for a long time because of Wayne. It was a dance on Soul Train.
Yeah,
And even John said, listen. And then, like I said, 2018, I did the Soul Train Music Awards in Vegas. And then I saw myself on TV doing Faith Evans. Listen, I got back and John said, listen, man, the whole hood saw you on the Soul Train Music Award. He's like, I saw you. He said, I even saw you at the end of Soul Train, the Soul Train line. So that meant everybody knew I danced on Soul Train. So I did it because I wanted it. He said, you are famous because you did what you did.
wow, wow. And when you was on the Soul Train during the back end in the 80s and then later, I think what I wanted to say in the more part of the 90s, what was it like back then and it is so different today?
What, Soul Train?
Yes.
You know what? It was fun while it lasted. And like I said, I met Shamar Moore when he was on host. I met so many entertainers, but it's because I mentioned John's name. They knew I met 112. I met so many people. I think I met Men and Laura. I met so many people, but because I did it myself, it was fun. I even met Don Kinnear's son when Don stepped down.
Hmm.
Now I did a scramble board, but it was fun. That's what I'm saying. That's something that'll be missed
Yeah.
because it was filmed at Paramount Studios.
Yeah, because at first, so let me ask you this because Soul Train
It was
started
what?
here in Chicago.
Yeah, but it was at Paramount Studio, and right next to it was Party Machine with Nia Peoples.
Hmm. So when it
So we, I did. We,
So when Soul Train was in Chicago, you was here too in Chicago, or you was out there in California?
No, California here.
Okay. Wow. I never knew that until I seen you. Like I said, I had to read more about you and everything. Oh, excuse me. And
Yeah,
just
so
wanted to say thank you for
it
coming on
was
my
fun.
platform. How can the people find you?
So what now?
I said, how can the people find you?
How can it what? I'm sorry.
How can the oh, excuse me, how can the people find you?
Oh, you got me on Instagram, Nick Kardashian 7. You got Twitter, Nick Kardashian, and you got Nick Payne Facebook. I'm everywhere.
There you go, the boys and girls. Thank you for coming on my platform. It's amazing that you come on. We're gonna have to do a part two of this. Because my phone is about to die and I don't have my charger
No,
and
no,
I'm not
it's
at home.
no, it's all good. Like I said, it's a blessing to do an interview with you, and now, like I said, connected with John. That's a big connection because you with the fellas.
Yes, yes,
So what you're doing right now, trust me, when they see it on Instagram, all they're gonna do is just take there and be like, "My dude,"
yes,
because I haven't seen them, and I haven't seen them in a minute. So the last time I saw them was Reggie's passing. I've talked to John. I've seen John a few times, you know, but haven't connected because they've been busy. But this is big for Pasadena. I'm representing Pasadena out to so this is big for my hood.
yes, it is. All righty, but thank you, Nick Payne, and I wanted to say thank you again, and I'm trying all the way from Chicago to Pasadena. So yes, my prayers are with you as well. So thank you guys for joining in. Nick Payne, Jet Lee. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Like I said, once you put this on there, once you fix it and put it on your YouTube, let me know. Tag me, and I'll share it.
Okie dokie then. Thank you.
All right.
All righty.